try because now it's not. Alright guys, so we're gonna look on cumulative frequency. I cannot pre-do something, so it now the time the time consuming and stuff. You can go right into it. So basically, cumulative frequency, you will be required to do it on a little graph thing. We're not going to do that today though, but in the future, hope you guys can do it and send me. Alright, I'm going to see how it can go. Alright, so I kind of included the lower class boundary, which sometimes CSEC will ask you for that. One of the things they will ask you for is the class width. That me and Renee did discuss the other day. In some books, you have to minus 0.5 and add 0.5 and then the difference. In some cases, they just take these raw numbers. But for CSEC, when I see they're doing the CSEC solutions, it normally just subtract the difference between them. But I've seen the Americans do the minus 0.5 or something. And add 1.5 and then do the difference. But ironically, more on the how it not the same number. If you add 0.5 and you subtract 0.5, it shouldn't be the same number. Anyway, maths can be so controversial at times. And I know how this you know. Guys, when you're not join, please join with the name, please. Somebody is joining and saying Galaxy Top 8. Alright, let's begin, guys. So I just include the lower boundary because I want you guys to just have a little feel of what. Because CSEC love to ask that. Next thing, them love to ask for the class width. And all of that. Alright. Alright, so let's begin. So we obtain the lower class boundary. Basically, we just subtract 0.5 from this. Right? So in other case, it will be 0 minus 0.5. And we know that where that will equal to, right? Negative 0.5. So in every row, you have the lower class boundary. When you're doing it in exam, if they ask for the frequency curve, you don't have to do this guy. That's the upper class boundary you're going to use. But sometimes they will ask you to state, like they will pick one of the row and say, state the lower class boundary. So you just simply, like for example, with this one, the lower number are this. So you just minus 0.5 from the number here. So you like it 10.5. And you will continue like that, right? So the lower class boundary of this will be 20.5. But you just subtract 0.5 from it. As I say, when you're in the exam, you're not required to do this. Only if you want. Alright, and this you just get for a little pattern 30.5. Why would that be the lower class boundary for this one, guys? With from 41 to 50.
40.5. 40.5.
Yeah. Let's check it to ensure that you guys are follow, alright? And you'll continue. So you subtract 0.5 from this. And this similarly, we can just cut it short. Normally, you have it to about 10, but I don't know. Example, not too long and drawn. And then the upper class boundary, you know, you check the number here and add 0.5. So that'll be 10 plus 0.5. One on the keyboard always make that sound. And you continue like that. So this next one will be 20.5. You just add half to it basically. 40. Yeah, add 0.5 to 50. So that gives 50.5. Similarly, this is 60.5. And then this is 70.5. So basically, I can see the difference between them is about 10. All right. And for the cumulative frequency, guys, it's not hard. Hold on, guys. Oh. I don't know right now. Sure. I'm not sure more nobody now. All right. So basically now, sorry about that, guys. All right. So for the cumulative part now, we basically would just say, okay, the starting point is gonna be that number here. So basically the frequency. Right? So we start at 5, and then as you say, cumulate. You know, cumulate means to add, right? So next one are gonna be 5 plus 6. So you just add 5 plus 6, which is the next number will come after the 5. So after you get the sum, which is 11, you just keep doing that. So you add 11 plus the number here, which is 8. Normally I use block, you know. So then this would have been 19. And you continue like that. So now with our 19, I will add the number in another row here, which is 2. So then that is equal to 21. And you just continue like that. Yeah. And then now it will be 21. So it's not really hard, guys. I think it can be more tedious than hard. I just them basic stuff here. 28, and you continue 28 plus the number in the row, which is 3. And then I get 31. Tomorrow, hopefully, if everyone can have their graph, please. I'm going to actually draw one tomorrow. Hold that song, guys. Sorry. So when you finish, you see that total here where you get, this must align with the total frequency. So you add both of them and ensure say you're correct. That number here must equal to the total frequency. I remember, literally that we do. We just add the frequency and it gives us this. The only that we do it in a part. Right? So 5 and 6. Let me start from the side here. 9 and 3, 12, 19, 21, 29, 35, 40. So them two here for match. What Jay, why you left on something I can? But guys, you understand? Tomorrow we discuss more upon the graph. I just want to ensure say stuck in everything. I just want to ensure say everybody get the whole thing about the upper class boundary, lower class boundary, everything. Once you have that lock, you're good. As you, I was saying, the class with I should type up this thing, but sure. So one question we will ask, guys, 1 point. All right, ask you what is the class width of a particular class. Right. So then we say what is the class width from 61 to 70. And you just say 70 minus 61. And that would be your answer. So 9. Is that you must say how broad the classes or how many numbers you take into consideration? Right?
Sir,
Yeah man, go ahead.
being that you have 0 to 10, if we take 0 from 0.5, wouldn't that give you negative?
Yeah man, this is negative 0.5, you know. Oh, it never did it. Yeah man, this is negative 0.5.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Because remember, this is 0, so if you are minus something less than 0.
Yes, sir.
And then for the cumulative frequency pass, you literally just add the frequency, but each time you put the total. So like when you have 5, you start off with 5, then you add 6. Normally C-sec will start it off for you. They cannot even do that. So they will literally probably have to 19, and then they ask you to put in some more. So even if you don't remember exactly what to do, you can follow the little pattern. You guys going through the past papers, you would have seen them and so forth. All right.
Yes, sir. Mostly paper too.
Yeah. Any questions on it? Yeah, I rarely see it coming in paper one. Now that I mention it, I can't even remember it coming on paper one. But you never know with C6. Yikes. So guys, any questions? In terms of the graph, we discuss more about the graph. I just want you guys to get like something here out of the way, and then we can talk more about the graph. The graph is not hard. It's not hard, guys. Because what we're gonna do is we're gonna just use the upper class boundary for the intervals, and that will go up on the x-axis. So it's gonna look something like this. But everybody, if you have them graphics, well, we can try and do it, all right? So on the x-axis, you have the upper boundary. So we start at 0. Next interval was what? 10.5. 25.5. 30.5, etc. etc. Yeah, continue like that. Right? And then now you have the cumulative frequency on this. So them number here, not necessarily like this, you know, not like 11, 19, that. You don't have it on your graph, same spacing. So if you go up by 5, count the boxes in between and so forth. So it's not like you have to put them number here directly. But when you do it, you put 10.5, go with what? 5, you match it here. So 20, 11, you count it. For 11, 1 over there. So the result, them normally call it cookie. But we look on that more. Right now, once you guys can do all of this, then the graph shouldn't be a problem tomorrow. Everybody agree? Once you know what to do, then we can do it. That's all. And in this, guys, they normally have questions for like, say, I remember less than. Yeah, that makes it tell you. Less than. So like this, less than 2.5, 10.5. So when I do read off the probability, we discuss that still. We don't want complex, okay, complicated. Alright. So I have 2 for you guys to try. I know it's gonna take some time for you guys to rule it up, but here it is. You guys think you could do this one for me? Or you have any questions up here so before we attempt it? Alright, so do that one here, guys. Cool. And guys, just WhatsApp me. Isaac, you can Just ask me on WhatsApp. So you get my number. All right. Let me just go back on something, guys. Somebody WhatsApp. All right. So someone was not sure about the upper class and the lower class boundary. All right. So it's very easy, right? So for example, you want to get the upper class. There's a simple rule. You just take their number here, the highest number. Like for example, you have 61 to 70. 70 would be the number that you're gonna have the upper class, right? You just simply add 0.5 to it. So that's how we got the 70.5. And for the lower one, what we do is just subtract 0.5. So in this case, when this number is 0, it just says 0 minus 0.5, which work out to negative 0.5. There's a negative here, guys. All right. So let me just ask a question. Oh, it did already. It makes sense to ask. Yeah, really. All right. So for the upper class boundary, you add 0.5. The lower one, you subtract 0.5. All right. So clear now, guys. Any other? You can WhatsApp me now if you don't want to. I quite that personally. That's fine. All right. So you know you rule with maths already. The only way you learn maths is by doing it. So try this one for me, guys. I will WhatsApp your character or you can discuss whatever. All right. So you guys can rule it up. Try rule it up, make it look as neat as possible.
Sir, can you scroll back down to the first one where you was doing screenshot?
Okay. Okay. Oh, you came on late. I think you were stuck in the waiting room. I saw when you came in, but everybody seems to add it without you. I'm not sure what's going on with that. And just remember, with the cumulative frequency, we just add in the frequency. All right. So these numbers, well, let me show it step by step. Start off with 5, then we add 6 to get 11. Use the sum, add to this number in each row, and you just continue like that.
Okay, sir, I got it.
All right, all right. We actually have 2 for you guys. Not sure if we can complete all them doing that, but let's see how it goes. Thanks, guys. Oh, guys, from Zoom. From Zoom update, you come and say it now or the same. Yet when them update up here. Normally, if somebody are coming in, show me. People actually in the waiting room, and I'm going to change this up.
Sir, are we just filling out the table or are we finding something else? We're finding anything or we're just filling out the table?
Well, for now, just fill out the table. Put in the lower class boundary, upper class, and the cumulative frequency. Tomorrow we're going to actually plot it. I'm going to do my scanning on graph read. And then try to do it as you guys want to be more accurate than mine. So that's it, guys. 3 marks. It's gonna be 3 marks next time, right? Alright, guys, we'll go through this one. Thanks, guys. I would have WhatsApp you guys. I'm gonna go through that one here. Some persons join late. Hopefully this can just, I will just close out for the next one. What I should have done, I wasn't even thinking about that. I should have changed these numbers. As people literally can just memorize it and say, okay, it's the same thing. All right, next time yeah. So we find the lower class boundary. to be 0 minus.
So I'm not finished.
You get what I mean? But if you follow that, you're not gonna accomplish the goal. So just complete it. You start long before me, right? Remember, guys, CSEC is a time-based exam. It's not like you just get the whole day and you can get 10 questions to do. Same time here. Alright, so we have to practice the same thing in class. And this one now will be 11 minus 0.5. So guys, it's this number we're subtracting 0.5 from, alright? So whatever number they use, that's the number you're subtracting from. So do I have to repeat it, show it every time? So it will be 21 minus 0.5, right? Remember, 0.5 is just a half, you know. So that'll be 20.5. As we say, you don't really need this when you're doing the graph itself, but just for practice, this will be 40.5. Basically, I see same thing what it up here, so we should have changed the number. I may have set this up whenever they think about that, honestly. So for the persons who join late, we just subtracting 0.5 from this, alright? That work out to 80.5 and then 90.5. You don't know German, right? For the upper
Yes, sir.
class, we just add in 0.5 to this. So we add in 0.5, alright? So it will be 10 plus 0.5, that give you 10.5. 20 plus 0.5, and so on. Alright? 30. It's like you literally can just see a little pattern. Just like when we're doing the midpoint. Hold on, I'll go on this. 80.5, 90.5. What'll be the last one, guys?
100.5.
Yeah. And then the same thing. No, for the cumulative frequency, we just add the frequency. Alright, but we are summing. So that we start off with 1 plus 0, that's still 1. So you don't have 1 here, so then you have 1 plus 8. Totally, then you carry down that number now. So it's 9 plus the 2 is equal to 11. And then 11 plus 10. And you just continue like that. So it's the same number in the row you're adding. This number, alright? And then you add 20 plus 31. And then you have 31 plus 3. Honestly, guys, are free marks. I think reading off the graph, that can be a little bit challenging sometimes when they put greater than. But you literally can just read with the panic graph and get the answer. So that'll be 47 plus 5. I don't know, I see 52 on the body paper, but everybody give me the same answer. So I don't know. I mean, add something.
Excuse me, sir. Where did 11 plus 20 come from?
Oh, that me I say no. Me not see nobody give me that answer.
Oh, sir, because I was wondering how you get 31, because after 11, I was like, what? Because
Yeah.
I got
At
21.
10, 11 and 10. At 10 for the year, so.
Yes, sir.
But
21.
I say everybody give me the same answer, but me not see that number there when me have. Ah, Jesus. So guys,
was
you
11
see that
plus.
if you make one little error, you know, the whole stuff around. Sorry about that, guys.
11 plus 10.
11 plus 10, that should be 21. But me actually put 21. So me do the same thing.
And 21 plus 3.
Yes, that'll be 20. Thanks, guys. So that should be 24. As I was looking
24
at the
plus
number, I say when I didn't see those numbers when I was looking at, and everybody gave me the same thing basically. So 4. That should be 28.
28 plus 5.
Yeah, 33 and so on. Alright. So this shouldn't be this should be a cake, a walk in the park, guys. And then you have 33.
Yeah, it's not easy when you have to plot it because it's just tricky.
No.
Yes.
If you have to choose your own scale, which me doubt you have to do, just use one. Make one of the box represent one. So you literally can say, alright. And then that should be 41. I think they will give you a scale though. And then you ensure that this and this match. That's it. Right? So tomorrow we're gonna plot the graph, guys. Hopefully for the persons who join late, we can do that. Oh guys, just rejoin here. We have less than 1 minute. So just rejoin and then we'll look on the last one. Just to practice. Because I think you guys are getting it.
Sir,
Yeah man, go ahead, Renee.
you see where I have the upper boundary, I'm wondering if they will penalize if you don't put the 0.5 on the 10.
But why wouldn't you put it though?
I think I saw a case where it was not there, but it makes sense to put the 0.5.
Oh, put it man.